Breaking news right now at 6 on Connecticut's reopening plans. At this time next month, this is big today, nearly all restrictions for businesses will be lifted.
Yeah, I think we all were a little surprised by this announcement earlier today. So what does this mean? It means no limits on capacities, bars can reopen, and there will be no social distancing requirements.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matthew Campbell was watching it all very closely, as he always does. Matthew, there will be one sign the pandemic, though, is still around, right?
Yes, Mark and Aaron, the mask requirement indoors, that's going to stay at least for now, but pretty much everything else is going to be lifted. We're doing this in 2 phases, and you can see it right here. On May 1st, bars will reopen and there will be no limits on table sizes. The curfew will also be pushed back to midnight. And then on May 19th, the full reopening happens. All restrictions on businesses will be lifted. So that means no capacity restrictions in restaurants or stores, no social distancing, no limits on indoor or outdoor gatherings, and no curfews. We're taking you behind the curtain for this decision, though. We learned this was made yesterday morning. Governor Lamont consulted with Acting DPH Commissioner Deirdre Gifford and Economic Development Commissioner David Lamont, along with a few other members of his cabinet. Now, as we're now more than a year into the pandemic, Governor Lamont had to balance the economic impact along with the health factors. And keep in mind, our daily positivity rate is at the lowest it's been in a month, and 61% of all those 18 and over had their first dose. The expectation is by May 19th, 70% of our state may be vaccinated.
We spent an hour or two Sunday morning going over all the different iterations, where we were on vaccinations, and where we thought we could open safely, and think about the economy and knowing that the economy is never going to come back unless public health is front and center, and we wanted to get the right balance there.
So again, big changes are in store in 1 month. Since other states have already done this, we do have a preview of what we could see infection-wise after this reopening. Texas has seen a 5% bump in its daily positivity since April 1st, but it should be noted that only 45% of residents have had their first dose in Texas, while 61% of us in Connecticut got our first dose. Live here at the Digital Desk, Matthew Campbell, Channel 3 News.